We rolling. We out.
We rolling?
Yes, we are.
Ooh.
Better be out. Well, road pod number 2.
Better put your windshield wipers on.
It's true.
Can't see.
We are just leaving the Creepoid show.
In Philly.
Creepoid's first show in 7 years.
Woohoo.
Very exciting. It was very good. Did you enjoy it? This
I
is your
did.
first time seeing them.
Yes. They slayed.
What was your favorite song?
I don't know.
What was your favorite part of the night? When the fire alarm went off?
Yeah, we literally just popped a squat before the second band, and the alarm started going off, and no one really seemed to be alarmed. We were on the balcony, so we were upstairs, but we went downstairs just to be safe, be close to the door in case they say evacuate. But
yeah, they just kind of turned it off.
Yeah, no one seemed too alarmed, so we didn't seem too alarmed.
But the weird thing is, my friend literally texted me fire ? And then literally 2 minutes later that happened, which is incredibly
kind of
strange.
weird. He was telling time. He knew the future.
Very strange.
Yes.
What else have we been up to?
What have we been up to? Last week we went to New York.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, well, that's what we're going to talk about today.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Wild at Heart in New York. Well, what
a
part
sold out theater.
What was that? Soho, New York, I
Yes.
guess? It was honestly awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I had a great time. We finally discovered that photo booth in the.
Yeah, that
Tell
was
us about
really
the photo
exciting.
booth.
There's a photo booth, which I believe is called Old Friend or My Old Friend Photo Booth, which is on 145 Allen Street in New York, if you ever wanted to visit. But I've been seeing them post for a while. I think this is a new location for them. I think it was somewhere else prior to being where it currently is. But they've been there for a while. And I've always wanted to go because it's literally just a photo booth on the street in New York, but in a wall. $8, you get 4 pictures. Kind of annoying because it's my own fault. I guess I didn't read the sign, but I wasn't reading. I was just paying. They always get me. It's the second time that's happened. I put my card in for, whatever, and I didn't even get to sit down, and the first picture got taken. And I was like, are you kidding? So it literally was just my torso.
Yeah, I just looked alarmed. I'm like, ah.
So I was like, oh no, God, I got to quick sit down. So
it was only 4 blocks from the theater we were at.
Yeah, so that was cool.
That was
so
neat.
Maybe we'll go back. It was fun. But we also passed, on our way going to the theater we were seeing our movie at, we passed another theater that looked kind of fun.
That does
so
look fun.
We'll have to check them both out.
And when we pulled up to this theater, we there was a bunch of old Willem Dafoe headshots, and I picked one up and it said Willem Dafoe in person. I'm like, is he gonna be here? I'll cry.
He unfortunately was not at our show, but apparently he's gonna be popping up in some of the other movies that
honestly,
they're showing.
One of my favorite theater experiences I've had in a long time.
Yeah, it was really cool. I think we got a email maybe a couple hours before we headed to the theater, and they emailed me to let me know that the showing was sold out. So that was pretty cool because I don't think I've been to a movie probably in years that was sold out.
Kind of a bigger theater.
And it was a pretty big theater, especially for one of those film society type ones.
Of course.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, when I saw the thing, it was in a little tiny auditorium type of thing. I was like, whoa, this is interesting. I felt like I was at a school assembly almost.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun. I believe it's called the Anthology Film Archive that we attended.
I think you're right.
But yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed myself.
We're going over the Ben Franklin Bridge right now. It's lit
Big
up
sleigh.
green because Go Birds. The
Go
last time we were
Birds.
potting, we were watching the Super Bowl. They fucking won. You
Go
got it right.
Birds!
Fuck the Chiefs.
And that building over there is pink and red because yesterday was Valentine's Day. The big sleigh.
How was your Valentine's Day?
It was nice. I did enjoy it. You did a really nice job. You cooked me dinner. That was nice.
I enjoyed the chicken parm.
I love a good chicken parm. It's one of my favorite meals ever. So I enjoyed myself.
I'm glad.
He didn't even cheap out. He got the real mozzarella.
Yeah, I never
Cut
made
that
it with
stuff
that
up.
before. I thought it was really good.
I thought
honestly.
it was delicious.
I'd do it again like that.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed myself. We did flop a little bit. I was in charge of making the pasta, but we realized after the pasta was made that there was in fact no butter in the house.
Yeah.
So we ate it naked because we're not sauce people. So we ate it naked. And you know what?
Don't gotta let the people know that we saw
It was delicious. Okay,
I salted it up. It was
it was fine, but I enjoyed myself. Big slay.
We watched like a horrific Valentine's Day movie, that one with Taylor Swift, and it's like one of those Love Actually type movies that like they have like New Year's Eve and all that jazz.
Yeah, it literally was called Valentine's Day.
Facts.
Way too long of a movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, it does not need to be 2 hours and 5 minutes, but I guess there's a lot of character.
I mean
development
that,
and
but
shit you
also
gotta figure out.
I was laughing because I was like, man, this really feels long. We did in fact keep pausing it to just run and do things, but it's fine. So it was definitely like an hour and a half at that point. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed your theater experience.
My what?
Your theater experience.
Yeah, it was really fun, and we got to watch we watched half of the Birds game.
Yes.
We got Prince Street pizza twice in one day. That's a new record.
Yes.
Incredible.
It was delicious, though. I have no regrets.
Yeah, anytime we're like within walking distance of Prince Street Pizza, I feel like it's kind of law that we must obey.
It's true.
Two Pep, two Vod is our code of ethics, and I think I'm gonna get it tatted on me soon.
Yes.
I'm stating it here on record that I will be doing
Two Pep, two Vod.
You gotta get like a Tinga tattoo, brother.
Ugh, I love Tinga. Tinga is my favorite restaurant, and I will stand by that till the day I die.
Respect.
I love the people that work there, but I also love the food. Everything about it slays.
I'm due for a revisit. I enjoyed myself last time. I
agree.
Quesadillas and shit.
Yes.
It was good times.
Literally everything I've had there is delicious, and they give you free chips and salsa. And if that's not a win, I don't know what is.
Fuck yeah.
Now, when we were in New York, we attempted to go to, what is it called? Frankie P's? What was it called? Little Frankie's?
Little Frankie's, yeah.
Yeah. We tried to go.
It looks goated, to be honest with you. I heard it on a podcast from like a local, and it like has no sign on the door. I read on like the chalkboard inside it says cash only. I'm like, ooh,
yeah,
it's gonna be gas, dude.
We had to skip out on this time because we did not have enough cash.
Find a movie that's playing there and hit that up soon for sure.
Yes, hit up the photo booth, hit up the restaurant, and another schmovie.
Hell yeah! What other movies have we watched?
We watched.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
We also went to Margaritaville.
We did.
A little bit more of a pleasant experience this time.
Now, let me tell you something.
Preach.
The lady that worked there this time, I couldn't stop looking at her butt.
Oh yeah.
There's no way, and I mean it in the nicest way possible, that was a real butt. There's no way.
Yeah, not to talk or shame anybody about their appearance or whatever, but yeah, that's for sure. Like, I heard you like gulp, and I was like, yeah, she paid for that, right? 100%.
I mean, but I'll give it to her. She looked good. I couldn't stop looking at it.
Nah, it's there, and it's gonna get her tips and her late night job.
Yeah,
for sure, bro.
For sure. But definitely a more pleasant experience than we've had there.
And she did the thing that happened to me in Georgia, where she gave me like a fucking solo cup of extra marg.
Yeah, so that was like a whole. Yeah, it was like a whole free drink for me. It was exciting.
But yeah, what other movies did we watch? Kinda Pregnant.
Yeah, we did watch Kinda Pregnant. That was
I did
a
not
Netflix.
fuck with it that much.
I thought it was okay. I don't have a desire to really ever watch it again.
I'm not crazy about Amy Schumer.
You and me both.
I love Jillian Bell though. I was like her friend.
Yeah.
She's from Workaholics, and
yes.
so she's an OG. I fuck with her.
Did we watch something else on?
I saw Dogman, and that was mid.
We
saw Paddington 3, motherfucker.
Well,
I think we already talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that. Which we will be seeing that again.
Yeah. We got a trip to Boston coming up in a week. or so, and yeah, we're definitely gonna see it at like Alamo Draft House or something. Because
Yes.
I gotta pay that a visit once more.
And a girl can dream, but they have marmalade keychains at Alamo Draft House, and I'm praying that they still have them in stock when we go because I want a marmalade keychain.
Dude, we are fucking decked out, and like we have damn near every Paddington merch there is to offer.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me buy the cup unless I bought the bucket, but I already bought the big phone booth bucket today, so I couldn't get a second bucket. So I am missing a drink cup, but we'll get there eventually.
Cowards. But I have the boy. He's sitting right here in my cup holder.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. We're about to pull up the canes. You're gonna hear a live order.
Very exciting.
I for one am a Caniac.
Oh yeah.
What are you getting? Box combo, brother?
Yeah.
Fucking right. Sweet tea in this bitch.
Oh yeah.
Good God. Raising Cane's.
We went to Chickies and Pete's.
Oh, we did that.
Horrible service.
Yo, speaking of, that's two fucking weird shits that happens today. That's crazy.
That is crazy. We were sitting there.
Do tell.
And all of a sudden, we were like, pretty much like on our way finished with our meal. And I look out the window. Our service
fucking sucked.
Yeah, that's the second time that we've been to that one where our service was really bad.
By that same man.
Same man.
Motherfucker.
And we're sitting there. I'm looking out the window, and I go, "Oh my God, your parents are outside." And he's
I'm
like,
hard
what?
of hearing.
He's like, "Whose parents?" I said, "Your parents."
No shit.
So we laughed. They walked in.
That happens a lot because I basically just have their taste.
It's true.
So they'll just pull up to the restaurant.
So that was hilarious.
It's happened more than once. 100%.
We locked eyes when they came in and we waved to them, and then they asked the server, I guess, if it would be okay for them to sit near us. So they sat at the table right next to us, which was hilarious. They were like, "You guys want to pull your tables together?"
Like, no, we're literally about to leave, but they will pay for a meal later.
Which they did, in fact, pay for our meal, so shout out to them.
Yeah, they're goated.
That was very nice.
Yeah, they're goated for that. But we had a movie to catch, which we saw fucking Captain America today.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you anything about that. I slept through it.
Yeah, apparently I was too, because... Dude, I don't know. Marvel's dropped the ball since Endgame. Like, someone put it pretty well on a post I saw the other day that the Marvel universe up until Endgame was like an incredible video game, and now they're just doing side quest shit that no one fucking cares about.
Yeah.
And yeah. They did nothing new with this movie. Nothing I haven't seen before that in their own fucking universe.
I mean, to be fair, I did sleep for probably more than half of this movie, but I feel like it, like you were just saying, like I feel like there was no point to it. Like, stuff happened, but did it need to be a whole movie?
And that's kind of where they're fucking up. Like, when they started the Marvel universe, they didn't like mean for it to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they kind of did, but like they made sure the movies were good. Now all these other movies that they're making now are like, oh, this is just a stepping stone to get to this other movie.
Right.
Like that's why every single person in the theater waited to fucking 15 minutes after the credits to watch the last
just
scene.
For them to tell us that he will be back.
Ooh. Yeah, because they're setting up the Avengers with fucking RDJ and all that nonsense. Yeah,
there were so many trailers for movies that I don't care to see.
Yeah, like the Thundermans, I really don't give a shit about. The Stranger
Fantastic
Things guy
Four.
doing a bad Russian accent.
Yeah,
I really don't care. I'll go see the Robert Downey Jr. thing. That Fantastic Four trailer looks awful.
Yes.
Pretty much just like because the thing looks like insane, for lack of a better term.
I don't know.
You don't give a fuck about any of that.
I don't.
I know.
I don't at all. Like the superheroes, I could give two hoots. I don't care about it at all.
That's completely fair. I really didn't either until like Damon and like the whole world was talking about how crazy Infinity War was, and I saw like Avengers like back when I was a teenager, because that's what you do when you're a teenage boy. You go see that shit. Like I remember seeing Iron Man in the drive-in, like so I was like, okay, I'll watch Infinity War. Then Infinity War was actually like an incredible movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, and like all these movies connect. So and it made me go back and watch them all, and it was like kind of it was right before pandemic, so I can't even say that, but it made me go back and watch them all. And then after watching all of it, and I knew all the backstory, and then seeing Endgame, which I got to see it on like a midnight release with my friend, and I was on mushrooms. And like that's like the most incredible theater experience I've ever had. Like a packed theater of like well-behaved like super fans. It was like the most reactionary like movie I've ever been in. So I really can't talk shit on superhero movies because at one point they were incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw Dogman. That was not that great.
No.
Pete Davidson he was like kind of the main character, I guess. But
Speaking of Pete Davidson, is it true? I keep seeing them talk about how he's like boyfriend material. I don't know. Is that like maybe he said that somewhere? I don't know. But everyone keeps talking about how all of a sudden he's boyfriend material and that he got all of his tattoos removed. Is that true?
He got most of them removed, yes.
Wow.
Like $200,000 worth.
I saw. That's like insane.
Yeah.
But like for what reason? You got them for a reason, so why did you remove them all?
Well, he got them apparently when he was in like a real dark place. And, like, you know, when you're all fucked up, you don't get like. I have a lot of tattoos that have like. Just fucking put it on there. I don't give a fuck. And but yeah, he's moving into the acting shit more. It seems like so. Like it's hard to it takes a lot of fucking time to cover up all tattoos.
That and it's also probably like, do you want to keep getting typecast?
Yeah, exactly. Because like a lot of his movies are like he's being Pete Davidson.
Right.
Yeah, he was like in a Suicide Squad movie or whatever. He's sure he had to cover up all his shit for that. He had like Ariana Grande bunnies behind his ear and shit.
Oh god.
That it's like he like made into a broken heart or some shit. Oh shit, we arrived at Canes.
Yee.
I will be hiding the microphone, but scary.
Can't be embarrassed to be potting.
It's just illegal. I don't want to report us, brother.
Report us.
Report for short.
I hope that you can hear whatever they say. When we come to this one, they always have some type of...
Some crazy shit. I will hold the mic kind of close and try to get it. But you saw people banging at this...
Yeah, I did. I came here one time because... he left me to the wolves, and I had to occupy myself while he did band things. So I came to Target, as I do, and there was a show later that night, and I had nowhere else to change my clothes because I was wearing like comfortable clothes, and I had like a concert outfit, you know? And I came to this Target just to like occupy myself and walk around, whatever. And there was a restaurant, I guess, what was it before that closed?
Over there?
Mm-hmm. Do you know?
Pizza Hut.
Oh, it was a Pizza Hut. Slay. So there was a vacant Pizza Hut and a parking lot. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to like pull into this parking lot, which they currently have blocked off. Maybe they learned.
Yeah, they probably figured out what was going on.
So I was like, oh, I'm just going to go sit in the back of this parking lot, which is like, technically, it's really still out in the open. It's just...
he said a thing.
It's just off to the side. So I went to this little parking lot to like swap my clothes real quick. And while I was in the middle of swapping my clothes, I turn around and the car like behind me, they were banging in the car. I was like, damn, right out here in the open like that? I mean, I was changing my clothes, but I wasn't naked.
We saw that happen at the end of your block.
Oh my god, and that was in pure daylight.
Yeah, that was for sure like some sort of like mistress thing going on. Like,
yeah, that was bizarre. I literally, like, he was getting ready to go home one day from my house, and we were standing outside of his car, and I, like, joked with him, and I was like, look, they're banging in the car. But it wasn't a joke. They really were. I just thought the car was, like, moving because they were getting in it. No, that's what was happening. Wild. And then my neighbor told my mom that there was a condom in the road, and I was like, it was from them. And my mom was like, no way. Samantha told me that there was people in the car. So, crazy.
Animals. But you know what other movie we saw? We saw Love Hurts.
We're coming up to the window. Hold on.
You wanted the
Yes.
Hey, you want some chicken today? I'll be right with you.
Cool.
Hey, you want some chicken today? Yes, I do. I love chicken.
Make sure you hide that when we're up there.
Okay. He's gonna think that he's getting recorded. Was that real? They have a box of the heart with food in it. It was probably just for showsies.
It could be just for showsies. I'm not sure.
Well, it's our turn.
Alright, sorry about that wait. May I start with a name for your order?
Alex,
Alex, what can I get started for you?
can I get a box combo, but
Absolutely.
replace the coleslaw with extra toast,
Absolutely. And your drink?
a sweet tea,
Okay.
and then can I get a caniac combo, but replace the coleslaw with extra fries,
Alright.
with a Coke Zero,
Okay.
and that'll be it.
Okay. Anything else for you? You said that's it? I'm sorry. Box combo, no slaw, extra sweet tea, and a caniac combo, no slaw, extra fries with a large Coke Zero.
You got it.
$31.97. That was that first one. Okay.
Dope, thank you.
Thank you.
He knows me so well. He got me an extra toast.
You got it. Put this fucking mic down on the side. But yeah. Oh shit.
Alex?
Yep.
Gonna be $31.97.
Thanks. He's jamming in there.
Alright, y'all ready for the snow?
Yeah.
No.
21 inches is on its way.
Good shit. Yeah, later.
Have a good night.
21 inches. That's a whole lot of snow.
21 inches, that's over exaggeration.
That's
maybe.
like 3 feet.
That's hella feet.
Also, side note, they have a big sign on their wall inside that says "Kiss the Cooks." I feel like that's an HR it's HR waiting to happen.
I crave to have that guy's energy though.
He's the one that asked if we came from the Eagles game.
Oh yeah.
That was him.
We did come from the Eagles game. That
We
day.
did, yeah.
That was a slide. Fuck
He's
yeah.
like, y'all left the game early. Yeah, because it was snowing last time.
That's probably maybe. Oh fuck yeah, we got our canes. We fucking out here. What were we? Oh yeah, that guy's energy's crazy. I fuck with him.
Yeah, he was yelling.
She was trying to give me 2 completely different drinks.
No, we don't want a high C.
Who the fuck drinks high C? What kind of adult drinks a fucking high C? Unbelievable.
It smells so good.
But yeah, we saw.
We're gonna have soggy fries.
Then
It's okay.
fucking deal with
It's
it.
okay.
We're cool at 6. We saw Love Hurts.
Yeah, we did.
How'd
I
you
liked
feel
it.
about it? I
liked it.
love him.
Yeah, he's sweet man.
He's a sweet baby, and I love him. He deserves the world. He deserves the Oscar he got.
Yes.
Which The Substance is nominated for a fuck ton. I hope she wins everything.
Mm-hmm.
Demi Moore's a queen.
She slays.
Fucking right.
My iced tea tastes really tea-like, which is a slay.
What is-
Sometimes it's really watery.
what's really tea?
You know, like it tastes like straight up tea.
That makes sense.
Yum.
Big slut.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, I watched Definitely Maybe by myself
Mm.
because it's Valentine's season. I wanted to watch
Mhm.
a sappy romantic comedy.
I feel like we watched. What? Oh.
We watched something today, but I've like fell asleep. What?
Yeah, I don't
Or was it
know.
last night? No, it was the Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah.
Shit sucks. Taylor Swift should not act.
Yes.
That was also like right when she started. It looked like
Yeah.
that was crimped hair or whatever. What do you
that
call
was
that?
curly hair.
Curly hair.
That was curly hair Tay Tay.
Curly hair, Tay Tay.
And that was Tay Tay with Tay Tay Lautner.
Yeah, kissing.
I mean, she did actually date him at one point. So
Yeah, that's when it was happening. I'm pretty
so
sure.
I would assume that
Because
it
that was like
during
that was the big
era.
hype behind the movie. I remember when it came out.
Yes.
Goddamn. Anne Hathaway slays it, whatever she does though.
Yes.
Big facts. But yeah, Love Hurt slayed. That slayed. Yeah, I watched Definitely Maybe. That's Ryan Reynolds and the girl from all the like Mallrats movies and shit.
Mhm.
That shit slayed. And then I went and saw an early screening of The Monkey.
You didn't like it, did you?
Not very much. Like it was supposed to be stupid, but like I don't know. Again, it's like shit I've seen a million fucking times. It was
Yeah.
basically like Final Destination, but with a monkey. I'm
Okay.
way more excited to see the new Final Destination that's coming out.
Those freak me out.
Yeah, the first few are actually really good. But and then there's like a whole, I don't remember it. I guess I saw it when it came out, but there's like apparently it's like the best like full circle fucking like it comes around and it turns out the ending of the last movie is the beginning of the first movie. You're like, whoa.
Interesting.
Apparently it's like that's done well. Apparently, I don't remember it because it came out when I was young.
Yes.
And then yeah, the monkey was like, it was about like this fucking kid's had what the hell is that dude's name who's in the Severance or whatever?
I have no idea.
I don't know. It looks like Anna Kendrick in a male body. That's how I view him.
Okay.
But he was like the flashback dad who like gives them the monkey, like they inherit the monkey.
Mm-hmm.
But if you wind the monkey's back, it'll randomly kill someone around you in like a freak accident.
Crazy.
Which all the gore is like funny and dope, but like the concept's fucking stupid and it's like, okay, there's a twin. One of them's gonna be fucking evil. I'm gonna use the monkey for evil.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. And it wasn't that great. A lot of people who've seen it are rating it way higher. I'm like, why though?
Yeah.
And I'm sad because like James Wan, Osgood Perkins, and someone else are, and yeah, fucking Elijah Wood was in it. So I was like, like Heath Slade, he was in it for like a scene.
Yes.
To being weird. That's what he does. I don't know. It could have been better.
It's unfortunate.
Sad. But this isn't the first time you and I watched Wild at Heart, huh?
No.
Do you remember? Apparently, you tell me it's the first movie we watched together.
It's true.
So that tells you a lot about who I am as a person.
She's sentimental.
That's cute. not even like that, but like that's the first movie I showed this woman.
Yeah.
Fucking Wild at Heart.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage is the goat. Welcome to the Cage's Corner, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Theys and thems, whatever you
identify
whatever
as.
your persuasion, fucking do you.
We're
Hell
inclusive
yeah.
here.
Fucking get after it. Hell yeah. Just let me know. But Wild at Heart is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's by David Lynch, starring Willem Dafoe, Nicolas Cage, my fucking mains, Laura Dern, amongst like pretty much every character that David Lynch uses in all his other shit, which is awesome. I love when people do that.
Mm-hmm.
This is like fresh off the heels of Twin Peaks, so like a lot of Twin Peaks people are in it.
Yes.
Like the girl who they find at the end, who's like wandering around. We'll get to there, but she is like the main girl in Twin Peaks, one of them.
Slay.
And like a lot of the music's really similar because like he uses the same guy to score all his movies.
Yeah.
I remember when this is like one of the coolest fucking opening scenes to a movie ever. It's just like it opens to what? Nicolas Cage beating a guy to death with his bare fucking hands.
Correct.
To some fucking riffs.
Correct.
What more do you want in your goddamn life? Just Nicolas Cage beating a guy's head against the fucking ground, just going dan 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 chin.
Yes.
And this is one of the very few occasions where I'll accept you clapping in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Because they
that's
flashed
fair.
David Lynch's, directed by David Lynch, and the theater clapped, and I clapped along because he just died like less than a month ago.
Yeah.
I feel.
Which is how we ended up at this movie, because I was trying to watch Wild at Heart when he passed,
Yes.
and I couldn't find it on literally anything.
Yeah, I had to get it on a weird bootleg to
Yeah,
be
I
able to watch
literally
it.
couldn't stream it on anything. And then I was Googling it because I was like, am I missing something? Like, is it streaming on something and I just maybe don't have that service? Like, what is it on? And it came up that it was going to be playing at a theater in New York. And I was like, that's fun. So that's how we ended up there.
Yeah, you told me about it. I'm like, purchase.
Buy the tickets now.
There's zero question about that. Like, I definitely at one point I teared up because like, damn, I fucking love this movie. I'm getting to see it in a packed theater. Like I purposely sat in like direct back middle because like I want to be able to like see all the heads in front of me. I love that.
Speaking of course, the man that sat in front of me was like 7 foot tall.
Of course, yeah.
It figures.
It's every time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Every time. Today wasn't too. We had goated standing room for today.
Yeah, today
One, we were
good.
on the balcony for most of it for the first band. Then the fire thing happened. Then we were directly in front of house, which is the best place to stand for sound.
Yes.
Because they're trying to hear the good sound there, and it's goated.
Yes.
But anyway, this scene opens up incredible imagery with fucking. It opens up with like a match getting lit, and this is imagery for what this whole movie is essentially about, which is
Foyer.
yes, which I would love. One of these days I kind of played it when I was in the theater because I had a little tall boy with me, but every time there was a close up of a cigarette getting lit, I took a slug. Because that's a good drinking game if you're gonna watch Wild Heart.
Oh yeah.
But so yeah, it opens up with like a guy trying to kill Nicolas Cage with a knife, getting sent to by his girl's mom, because like you were just trying to fuck her in the toilets. Now I'm gonna, and then Laura Dern's like, look out, sailor! And then he just fucking obliterates this fucking dude, beats him to fucking death, and he just points at fucking what is her name? Lula's mom.
I don't know.
She's fucking creep.
She's nuts.
So basically, he beats a guy to death and then gets thrown in jail for manslaughter.
Yes.
And then he gets out. You know how long?
How long was he in for?
2 years or something like that?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
He gets out and he calls up. Wait, no, he gets out and Laura Dern picks her up. Lula picks her up.
Well, the mother was like, don't you dare even think about going. Well, she went. She pulled up in the convertible.
And what does she have?
His snakeskin jacket.
Hey, Peanut! That's my snakeskin jacket! Don't you know that's a... Oh, man, I fucked it up. I blew it.
Blew it.
I fucking blew it. Unbelievable.
God, run it back.
Isn't it? It's a symbol of my individuality and my belief in personal freedom.
Yes.
Peanut.
Peanut.
And he's like, okay, we need to go here. Let's go dancing. He's like, whoa, who, where, who, what? All right, stab it and steer. Let's go. Hops in, stab and steer. Let's get it going. Where do they go?
To the club.
Well, the first they go make Sweet Passion of Love.
Yes.
I think also to the Beat the Person to Death riff.
Yes.
Bound. Honestly, incredible sex scenes in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
This is the hottest Nicolas Cage will ever look, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree.
As of like 3 years ago, I was telling everyone I wanted to be a cross of Lemmy and Nicolas Cage from this movie. I still strive to own this snakeskin jacket. I'll do anything in my life to own it.
Yeah.
I really want that sunglasses he has in this movie too. Goated.
Yeah.
But anyway, they make Sweet Passion of Love, and Lula's like, "Oh, geez, Louise, sailor, you really know how to rock my world,
rock my world,
dude." And that's the incredible thing. We died out here. That's the incredible thing about seeing this in a packed theater. Everyone else in there is here to see this movie because they fucking love this movie.
Yeah, we were all giggling together.
Everyone, there's nothing better than when like everyone's laughing at the same thing in a movie. Oh my god.
There's so many lines though that she's got in that movie
that are just fucking
that are
batshit.
so funny.
They're so David Lynch. It's
so funny.
I still strive to find this book, by the way.
I understand.
But oh my, yeah, the lines she has in this movie are fucking incredible. And like she like this movie's all over the fucking place, and it's hard to fucking explain it really. But
yeah.
he mentions like, didn't you get raped by your uncle? He's like, no, that never happened, not even close. And then flashes back to clearly her just getting yeah. And then like he's like, no, my mom didn't know nothing about it. And then the mom
Shows
walks
the mother
in
beating him.
and beating him.
Yeah.
And then it just shows him driving off a cliff and exploding. He's like, yeah, he died in an accident later on.
Yeah.
And then they're sitting in like some skeevy hotel, which we know all about that.
Yeah.
We've been to a couple of those. By your hand.
Sorry.
Red Roof Inn.
Sorry.
We definitely saw us sleeping through that mirror.
For sure.
But she's painting her toes. They're sitting on the bed in the hotel. He's like, all right, honey, we got some dancing to do. And then I do believe Nicolas Cage may have invented the spin kick in the mosh pit
It's
in this
true.
movie. Because
It's
he's
true.
whipping spin kicks in a thrash metal pit. And some dude bumps up on fucking Lula. And that is not okay.
No.
So he stops everything. He's like, he throws his ciggy down and throws him
Tell
down.
my girl that you're sorry.
Fuck you, dude. Or something.
Yeah. Tell my girl that you're sorry.
Fucks him up, slams him down, his hand onto the ciggy. He's like, ow. He's like, tell my girl you're sorry. I'm sorry. It's okay. You just bumped up on the wrong girl. It's not. And then he's like, hey, you guys are great. You got a lot of the same power he had. Y'all. And he just fucking takes somebody and then just serenades her right
He's
there
like,
in
y'all
front of
know
everyone.
this song?
The whole crowd goes fucking wild.
Oh my god, that scene is so annoying
It's so-
because there's so much screaming.
Yeah.
Like unnecessary screaming.
But you have to imagine that's probably what like Elvis performances were like back then.
I mean, I believe it.
I think that
But
was like
it's
the whole
so
thing.
annoying.
And then I think they just goes to it flashes to them banging again.
Yes.
And during all this, Lula's mom is trying to like Marcelo Santos, I think, is the hitman.
Mhm.
And he's trying to put out a hit on Sailor, who's allegedly kidnapped poor Lula. And they're on their way to Louisiana. Ironically, they're on their way. Went and saw this while the Eagles were playing in New Orleans.
Yes.
Fun. Anyway. But Lula's mom's trying to put another hit out, but she's also like mistress to like this weird like sheriff guy,
Yeah.
detective type.
Yeah.
Which he's a David Lynch staple. Like
Mhm.
he's in a lot of his shit.
He also, I meant to bring this up after. Is he the dad from I think 16 Candles
Probably
or
yeah.
Pretty in Pink? Pretty in Pink, I think.
Probably one of those.
I
Yeah.
believe he's the dad.
You're probably right. But yeah, all this time, like in the background, she's trying to put out a hit. But like Marcelo Santos is like, yeah, I'll go down there and kill Sailor, but you have to let me kill the detective guy too.
Mhm.
And she's like, no, like she's so over exaggerative and like horrific. That's like the point though.
Yeah, I didn't understand. At one point, her face, she covers it in like red lipstick.
Yeah, because she's like regretful that she's gonna have homie killed, and she's like sad about it.
Yeah, and she's just covered in red lipstick, like full face.
So what do Sailor and Lula do after going to the thrash metal show?
I don't know. I believe that's at the point when he tells her we need to head to Louisiana. So then, are they going to California?
Yeah, I think that was the end goal, is to get to
Yeah.
California. But they're like, we gotta go to New Orleans.
So he
And-
tells her they got to start driving.
And so they're driving overnight through the canyon,
Yes.
and they run across. They're like, what the fuck's in the road up there? But I think before this, there's a scene where like she's like, oh Sailor, you must be so tired. Let me drive a little bit. And then she's driving, and then she's just like not liking what's on the radio station.
Oh my god! And she
And
has a fit.
she has a fucking fit, and he's just trying to sleep in the back.
Uh-huh.
And she pulls over. She's like, Sailor, you get some fucking music on that radio, or I'm gonna fucking freak out.
Well, to be fair, it is pretty justified because every single thing that she turned
death?
on the radio was like death. and none of it was music. So she did have a justifiable meltdown, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
that would be annoying if you. But yeah.
But yeah, pretty funny.
So yeah, they're just driving. I think they're in like Texas at this point or something.
But then they're like spin kicking because he gets out of the car because she gets out of the car because she's having a freak out. And they start spin kicking or cartwheeling or something.
Well, he finds music. He's like, oh, it's the fucking riff from the Chandra. Let's fucking go. He does a fucking flip.
Out of the car.
Yeah, which it's in my intro. If we ever have video on this podcast, I have like a little intro we're gonna have, and that's in there because I fucking love that scene. It's so stupid. But it's like the most Nicolas Cage fucking thing ever.
Yes.
I love it. And then they just start fucking riffing. They're like, all right, they start driving again, and then they're driving through the night, and then they're like, what's that in the middle of the road? And he's like, it looks like clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they roll up on like a horrific accident, and they just
Which I don't understand at all how it could have happened.
It's a kind of a dead straight. So you maybe like, unless they were coming around a corner, but it looked like they were coming straight on, and they found all of it.
Yeah, so they come across a car wreck, and they hop out, and Lula's just having a fit again. She's like, what is happening here?
Oh my God! Why is this happening? But then she screams again because the girl from Twin Peaks like just comes from walking around a cactus or something.
Yes.
And she's got a bloody ass head. She's all fucked up.
Yeah, she's struggling.
Wandering around just fucking talking nonsense. Like,
where's my makeup?
Bobby, where's my bobby pin?
Where's my makeup? Where's my wallet?
Don't tell my mom. She's gonna have a fit if she knows I lost my bobby pin.
Yes.
It's kind of really dark and sad and fucked up. But to be fair, sailors breaking parolees like in the middle of fucking nowhere. There's a bunch of dead people around. He's like, yo, Lula, I gotta get out of here. This is not good for me.
She's like, we gotta help. Well, they were gonna take her.
He was fair. To be fair, he was gonna be like, yeah, come on, sweetie, come on. But then she just starts fucking spitting up blood.
Yeah, she died.
Died right in front of her. And she's like, oh, sailor, she died right there in front of us. Why'd she have to go and do that?
And then she was thinking about it, and she's like, she died in front of us. Was that an omen? Is that a bad thing for us?
And then she starts getting car sick, and they have to stop at another skeevy motel. And this is where you meet the biggest batch of fucking weirdos of the movie, I think.
Oh, yeah.
One, they get to the town, and like there's like a random shot. They're like pulling the town, so you know it's about to be a whack job. It's David Lynchville, essentially. And like there's like two dudes walking down the street. One guy's like like hooting at a guy like a monkey. You're like, okay. And so they pull up to this like weird ass hotel. Lula's dressed sexy as fuck. She's just like constantly dressed like in barely anything, which is dope. It's incredible. Eraserhead sitting there at the table with them, and this is where the boy fucker walks in. This is the probably, in my opinion, Willem Dafoe is one of his most iconic roles.
Yeah.
He looks terrifying.
Yeah, his teeth are terrifying.
His teeth are fucked up. He's like slicked back, and he's just like so fucking cute. Fucking Bobby Peru, my dude. He's fucking weird as shit. He comes over and starts sipping Jack with them, and just like weird vibes all the way.
Oh yeah.
Just eyeing up Lula, and he's like you catch wind that he's like the con man, like the no good guy in town. And Lula keeps getting sick.
She puked in the room on the floor or something because she couldn't make it to the bathroom, and it keeps just coming up. Nicolas Cage's character is like, man, why does it smell so bad in here? You puke or something?
Well, yeah, he's like trying to. I think that's mostly why they're held up there, because he's like trying to change the oil and all that shit. So he's out of the room. He's like chilling. And he comes back. He's like, dude, they're fucking reeks. So he's like, yeah, I got sick on the floor. Like maybe like
they show it with like flies on it.
Yeah, it's gnarly as fuck. But yeah, like so, like they're just in a hot summer room, and I think they're in like fucking Arizona or something.
Yeah,
it's hot as fuck, and that's gotta be rough. So I think she says she's pregnant, right?
I don't think she told him yet, or she did tell him.
She did tell him.
She did tell him. And
but
then-
she wouldn't say it out loud, remember?
Right. She wanted to. She wrote it down.
She's like, I refuse to say it out loud because I don't want it to be true.
Yeah.
Because then it will be true if I say it out loud.
So homie's out there changing the oil, and all of a sudden there's a knock, knock, knock on the door.
And it's fucking Bobby Peru.
He's like, "Hey, can I come in and use your bathroom?" She's like, I guess.
I ain't gonna do nothing. I just ain't to pay. I'm not gonna take it or nothing. I'm just gonna use your head.
So she lets him in. He goes to the bathroom. I'm pretty sure he pees with the door open.
Yeah, pisses with the door open, gentlemen.
And at this point, she's wearing next to nothing. She's got on a real skimpy outfit.
Red hot thong.
And he comes out, and he's like, man, it stinks in here.
Where's Sailor at? You get sick? Are you pregnant? Calls her out.
Called her out straight away. So he starts like coming on to her, and he's like,
Yeah, I don't want to be the one to explain the scene.
real icky. He comes on to her, and he's just like, she's like, get out, and he's like, no, 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 and he keeps coming towards her, closer and closer, and he's like, just tell me to get out, and she like can't say anything, and he
starts gripping up her pussy.
Yeah, he starts sticking his hands all up in there, and he's like.
And you can't really tell if she's into it.
Yeah, it's a.
But like this is shit that happens, and like girls are
Because
kind
are
of just like
afraid to-
paralyzed. And
yeah.
shit. Like it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, so she was definitely in a state of paranoia.
Yeah, and like this is like literally it showed earlier in the movie that this happened to her before when she was younger. And
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
And he's like, "Say you want me."
It's like saying "fuck me" and I'll stop. Fuck me and I'll stop. And then she finally says, like, might be later, but I gotta get going.
Scary.
Fucking, he's really sounds like fucking Goofy,
Yeah.
like the dog, Goofy.
Yes.
So he fucking dips out, and she like freaks the fuck out, but doesn't tell Sailor because Sailor fucking fuck him up probably.
Probably yes.
You'd think so.
But she was just crying. She kept crying because she's like, "Where is Sailor? Sailor, hello."
I do believe that he said like, yeah, I think we have like $70 between the two of us.
Yeah.
And Bobby's like, yeah, I got this score if you want to make a couple extra bucks. So right after just violating this girl, he goes and like is kicking it with Sailor, goes and gets drunk with him, which is an awesome scene in my opinion.
Yes.
I'm buying this poster. They had it at the movie theater, which I thought was really cool.
So they get drunk. He comes back, and she's like, "Where have you been?" "Oh, I was with Bobby. We were talking business." She's like, "You better not get robbed. You better not get wrapped up with him." Mm-mm.
And she points out that he's hammered, but also this is iconic. He pulls down his trousers and his
Oh
underwear.
my god,
fucking,
he's got like a little.
He's like a Speedo on.
Yeah, like
it's
a little
fucking
tiny
awesome.
Speedo.
This shit rips.
Hilarious.
Incredible.
You should get on that game.
If you buy them, I'll wear them, but I will not pay for them. So basically, the score is they're gonna go rob a bank. Also, there's this whole other like weird David Lynch society that they paid like $quarter to assassinate the guy, and there's this whole weird like girl who's like Marcelo Santos' girl or something.
Yeah.
And also Bobby Peru's girl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's connections like all over, which is
Yeah, that whole scene is just freaky.
it's a whole incredible movie, and that bit is weird. And they do kill the guy, and it's really dark. They kill the detective man.
Yes.
Not before like doing some weird ritual voodoo. Go, "La, la, 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 yeah!"
Yeah.
Doing some weird
It was
fucking
weird.
real David Lynch shit. I'm gonna show you Twin Peaks and you'll understand. But like, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically the score is they're gonna go rob a bank, and this is always funny to me. Like putting stockings over your face. What does that really do?
I have no idea.
'Cause it's fucking Nicolas Cage with a stocking over his face.
Yeah, I have no
That's
idea.
what the fuck it looks like. And they give Nicolas Cage this little fucking revolver.
And he tells him to. He's like, "No one's gonna get hurt, right?" He's like, "As long as no one gets hurt, we're good."
Yeah, that's fine. 100%. No one's getting hurt.
He walks into the bank, immediately shoots.
No, he gets everything, and then he's like, peekaboo, and he shoots the guy with a fucking double barrel. Shoots his hand off, to be specific.
Yeah.
and like, oh fuck. Well, actually, when they first burst into the thing, they burst into the fucking, they burst into the bank, and Nicolas Cage just goes, ah! Just screams at the
Yes.
sky and starts looking around aggressively, and there's
Yes.
no one in there because it's the fucking middle of nowhere.
Yes.
So they rob the bank. He shoots the guy. He's like, peekaboo. Shoots the one teller. And he's like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, you're next, numb nuts. And he fucking shoots. And like all the while, like before he shoots, there's a cop that pulls up
Yep.
and just gets on the weird voodoo girl. And then, then he fucking they start shooting.
Nicolas Cage realizes that his gun is empty.
Those are dummies, dummy.
Yeah.
As Willem says. And then he just runs out because he's like, oh shit, he's gonna shoot me. So he runs out. He fucking dives for it. The cop shoots at him. Willem Dafoe falls, and the double barrel blows his head literally off and flies, and I think smashes on the cop car.
Yes.
Incredible. Cinematic gold. No notes. Incredible. That do more of that, movies, please. So then Nicolas Cage goes to jail for 7 years,
I believe so, yes.
and then he gets out, and there's Lula
With the sun.
with the son, and it's a real Con Air moment where he hands her like he's like, hi, nice to meet you. Shakes his hand.
This is your daddy.
And then I think she has another freak out and like gets out the car.
She's like, just give me a minute.
Give me a minute. And she's like, nah, I'm gonna get out of here, and just starts to get stepping. He's like, I'm gonna go do my own thing. Starts walking just down the middle of the street into, I think, somewhere in LA. And then just like more and more people start following him, and then they corner him. And Nicolas Cage just looks at him, and he's like, what do you, expletive, want? Derogatory term.
Yes.
And then they proceed to beat the living fuck out of him. All this time, like these scenes were like kind of like being like shown in and out of a crystal ball.
Yes.
And Lula's been mentioning the Wicked Witch, and like it's all kind of like a mixture of Wizard of Oz and like some other shit. Bonnie and Clyde and Wizard of Oz, essentially.
Pretty much.
Which is kind of cool. Very cool concept. So Nicolas Cage gets the fucking shit beat out of him.
Yes.
He sees Glenda. Comes and tells her what? What does he tell her?
Something about love, and you don't want to lose.
Love is all you need. You don't need to,
you don't want to lose her or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's all he needed to hear.
And he gets up. He's like, I'm sorry that I referred to you fellas as homosexuals.
Yeah.
Lula! And then runs off, goes and gets Lula, and he sings that bitch "Love Me Tender," which
Finally.
he said in the earlier in the movie. Lula's like, hey sailor, when you sang to me earlier, why didn't you sing me "Love Me Tender"? What did she say?
Because that's for when we're married.
I'll only sing that to my wife. And then at the end, he sings him "Love Me Tender," and it's a beautiful, incredible sentiment.
Yes, it was. What a way to end a movie and a podcast.
Dude, we fucking look at that.
We did that timed right.
Look at that. What are we watching next?
Um,
Are we gonna roll through the Paddington catalog?
maybe.
The big Paddington episode.
Yeah, we may.
So we'll probably do that live from Boston.
Slay.
All right. This has been the hole you're in. Wild at Heart's incredible. Creepoid rules. Go fucking birds.
Toodles.